In the old days, everybody was supposed to get married, whether you should stay single your whole life or raise a family without a spouse. That wasn't even in the discussion. Well, now we're definitely having a conversation. 4 out of 10 Americans say marriage is becoming obsolete, according to a new poll from Time magazine and the Pew Research Center. Times are changing. Damn Murphy Brown. Maybe Dan Quayle was right after all. And Alaska's Joe Miller was super confident about winning the Alaska Senate race, enough that he started to tweet about his big move to Washington before he won. And then, oops, he didn't win. And Congressman-elect Andy Harris railed against public health care reform as he was running for office, but now that he's going to be employed by the government, he wants it. And as my dad would say, he wants it right away. Comedian Jimmy Dore is joining us live from Burbank. So, Jimmy, what do you think? Is marriage obsolete?
Well, I don't think marriage is obsolete if you fit in a certain category. Let's say you're gay and you want to be a movie star. Marriage comes in handy, right?
That's true.
Let's say you have a medical condition that makes you extremely allergic to super hot sex. Marriage comes in handy.
Because I have a wife, I will not agree to that.
let's say you're Rush Limbaugh or Newt Gingrich and you're just bored on a Sunday. Marriage comes in handy then too.
All right. Look, I'm going to leave the rest of that alone. So I'm going to go on to Joe Miller. I want to read you some of his tweets because I love these, right? So in the middle of the campaign, he starts saying, this is what he tweets: "Think I'll do some house hunting while I'm in D.C." And then he says, "Guess I should pick out some office furniture as well while I'm in D.C." Then there's the matter of the name plaque for the door. And then finally he says, "My sincere appreciation for the warm welcome, including from future colleagues in D.C." Okay, and then he turns around and loses. Was this the single cockiest politician of our life?
Well, let me just ask, is house hunting in Alaska, is that when you shoot your house from a helicopter? I mean, of course, and you know that Joe Miller was doing all this house hunting and furniture shopping during his lunch break on his coworkers' computers. You know that.
That's right. He got in trouble for that on a separate case. But seriously, I mean, what kind of guy starts sending out, like, he's high-stepping and he's not at the 10 or the 1-yard line. He's at, like, his own 30. And he's getting ready to spike the ball. Plaque on the name. And do you think there's any chance that's why he lost it, with, like, this enormous overconfidence?
I think he lost because he's kind of a knucklehead, and people caught on to it. He's one of those guys like Christine O'Donnell. The less you know about him, the more you like him, and then the more you get to know him, the more you don't like him. And it's just ironic that he knows that he's losing this race because he's complaining about he wants to make sure that the voters spell Murkowski's name right. You know, sticking to his true core values as a Tea Partier, they are sticklers for spelling.
Yeah, sure. And then finally, this guy, Andy Harris, he's a congressman-elect now, and he said, "Oh, health care reform, I want none of it." And then they get into a meeting talking about what kind of health care they're going to get as congressman. And he finds out for about 28, 30 days he's not going to have health care. And he goes, "Why can't I buy into government-run plan?" What do you think about that?
He runs against government health care, and then the day he gets to Washington, he demands government health care. Did he also run against irony? Because if he did, he lost.
I love that, running against irony.
This is a classic. His constituents have voted for him to make it harder for them to buy health insurance. This is a classic American thing to do, vote against your own interest. You know, like when I grew up, people were Reagan Democrats, working people voting for Reagan, which is kind of like gay Mexicans voting for McCain. It doesn't make any sense.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Comedian Jimmy Dore, thank you for joining us.